Hello, welcome to day 5 of the Yoga to Support Losing Weight series. Delighted to have you with me today. So I was thinking about yesterday, because I always check in with you how I did yesterday. I did well, interestingly. So the day before I didn't eat until 4:15, and yesterday by 3:30 I was thinking I really want to eat now, and I very quickly felt a sense of failure that I hadn't got to as late as the day before, and I had to really catch myself, because that's not a failure, that's not going as late as the day before. But I was very aware of how that sense of failure was very quick to arise in me, and how I had to then talk myself out of that, because actually not eating till 3:45 by the time I ate is fine. But it kind of reminded me of how much the overweightness makes me feel like a failure, and it's very easy to fall into that for me. And I was sort of thinking about how so many people come to my classes, all ages, sizes, everything else, and that's lovely, that's as it should be. And most of them will come in with leggings or those Alibaba trousers and a t-shirt, and they're just showing all their lumps and bumps. Some of them have none, and some of them have a few, and some of them have quite a lot, and that's all lovely, and I'm delighted that they all come. But I'm very aware of how I feel a sense of shame, and I cover, I'm always wearing baggy tops, and that sense of failure and shame that I feel with my being overweight. And so that's something I really need to work on. I'll be teaching in an hour, a regular class in person, and there's no way I'm going to not wear my baggy top. It's not like I'm ready to say this is me. That's definitely not the case. But I'm really aware of how this is part of my journey. I hooked out a couple of old photos of me in my slim smoking years, and to share with you, because that's kind of how I feel I want to be still. I'm really delighted if people are happy at a different weight to the one I'm happy at. I have no judgment on anybody being any size, weight, shape, anything else. This is all about, for me, it doesn't feel comfortable. So I'm just going to show you these two photos. I've got them on my phone. Okay. So there I am. This is on a yoga holiday. Oh, all you can see is the shadow of the light. There we go. So there I am on the beach in Eggenau, one of my favourite places on the planet, teaching on a yoga holiday. And there's the next one. So that's me on the top, in a back bend. And there's just nothing of me. Do you know what I mean? Lean and strong and comfortable in that size. That kind of feels like who I want to be. So this journey, this series is a very personal one, clearly. It's interesting because I'm very private in class. People know very little about me. They'll find out more if they watch this series than they have in 20 odd years of coming to classes with me. So yes, I had a good day yesterday, but interestingly I didn't feel very good, and I have to watch that. So it was pretty much a repeat of the day before, food-wise. At 3:45ish, I had a quarter slice of camembert and chilli quiche from Aldi, steamed vegetables, mix of vegetables, and then in the evening, it got too late. I was still working at 8, and I was thinking, it's getting too late to eat, but I was really hungry, and I did eat, about 7:45. So I had some salad, the same as before, half an avocado, sprouted seeds, some leaves, some tomatoes, olives. I think I forgot to mention that yesterday, but I had olives the day before as well. I had 1 poached egg rather than 2, because it just felt too late for 2 poached eggs. And then I had some yogurt and maple syrup, the same as the day before. So I kind of felt like I could have eaten less, especially in the evening. I shouldn't have had the yogurt and maple syrup, maybe. Perhaps I could have not had anything, maybe just yogurt and maple syrup. I don't know. But I was just noticing that although in terms of I didn't have any chocolate, crisps, bread, anything, no sugar, nothing like that, I still didn't feel like I'd done well, and I'm noticing that, just noticing that sense of shame and failure that comes up very quickly. So yes, that's me. So I really would like to hear how you're getting on. I'd love to know what this is doing for you, and I'm delighted you're on board. It really matters to me. So I really want this to be a bit of a community and useful. I hope it's useful for you. Okay. All right, let's do some yoga. Let's come and lay in Shavasana. Come and relax and have a few nice deep breaths. Laying down, have a few moments to collect yourself and settle. So letting your whole body sink and release. Just having those lovely few moments to settle and relax. Feel your body gently expanding as you inhale. Feel your chest rising, your rib cage expanding. And each exhale, that sense of releasing and letting go of everything that no longer serves you. And then drawing your knees in towards you. Hands around, and we'll gently rock, making circles. And change direction. Stay at center, each exhale squeezing in. And inhale, release a little. Stay squeezed in this time, drawing your knees apart towards your shoulders and just relaxing here. Check your shoulders are soft. Circle the feet, nice big circles. And change direction. And relax. Bring our feet to the ground. Legs straight to the ground, arms over your head, pointing your toes, nice big stretch, really stretch. And push your heels away, keep stretching. And relax, stay where you are but nice and relaxed. So arms over your head. Both legs straight to the ground. We did this core exercise the other day, so I'll talk you through gently again because it's a bit of a confusing one. So if you get muddled, this is your default position. So come back here, both legs straight to the ground, arms over your head. So we're going to inhale here. Exhale, lift your right leg up and your left arm all the way to the ground alongside your hip. Inhale back to where you were. Exhale, left leg up, right arm all the way over to the ground alongside you. Inhale back to where you were. Exhale, right leg up, left arm over. Inhale back. Exhale, left leg up, right arm over. Inhale back. Exhale, right leg up, left arm over. Inhale back. Exhale, left leg up, right arm over. Inhale back. So continue like this if you feel this is giving your core enough working. If you're feeling this is a bit too easy for you, double it up. So as you come out of one position, you go into the other. So now all 4 limbs are moving together. Move with your breath. Remember, you can always rest, miss anything out, nothing should hurt. So just do what you're comfortable with. And let this be the last one. End up with both arms over your head, legs down. Just relax here. And then hug your knees into your chest, gently circling. And change direction. And stay at center. So we'll do another core exercise. As you exhale, squeeze your thighs into your chest. As you inhale, bring your arms over your head and your right leg away from you. Exhale, bring your knee back, hands around both and squeeze. Inhale, arms and left leg away. Exhale, back and squeeze. The lower you take the leg down, the stronger it is. So if that's too much, take the leg higher up and back. Inhale, left leg and arms. Exhale, squeeze. On the other hand, if you find it too easy, you can do both legs together. Inhale away, exhale back and squeeze. So you can mix and match. So you might find one leg is not really challenging you enough. So you could do right leg, then left leg, and then both legs. That might be a good combination for you. Or you could do right, both legs, left, both legs. Whatever works for you to challenge your core, but no pressure in your back at all. So stop whenever you feel you've done enough. And relax. Keep your knees into your chest. Let's bring them apart. Squeezing your knees down towards your shoulders and relaxing here. And bring your feet to the ground. And we're going to come to lay on our front, so rolling over. And we'll come to our rest position. So that's placing your right hand on your left hand, chin on your right hand. Bring your feet about mat width apart and then let your heels drop in towards each other. Just resting here. And then bring your feet towards each other. Bring your arms alongside you. And then we're going to interlock our hands. Roll the shoulders back. And lift your hands away from your body as much as you can. And then moving with the breath, we're going to lift and lower the upper body. So inhale as you lift and exhale as you come down. Keeping your hands as far from your body as you can throughout. And we'll stay lifted this time. and gently down. Come back to rest. Have a few breaths here. Right hand on left hand, chin on your right hand, feet mat width apart, heels dropping in. And we'll come up to either Sphinx or Cobra. So either having your elbows underneath your shoulders, if this gives you a nice stretch, or if you can take it deeper, have your hands under your shoulders, lifting your upper body here, shoulders rolling back, chin parallel to the ground. Let your legs and buttocks be relaxed, okay, nice and soft through the lower half of the body. And I want you to feel this all the way down to your belly. So front stretch as much as a back bend. Nice deep breaths. And then we're going to come to child's pose. So tuck your toes under, lift your hips, send them back to your heels, and relax a few breaths. And lift up to cat position, so onto your hands and knees, hands under your shoulders, and I'd like your knees together. So we're going to inhale as we lift the tailbone and chin. Exhale as we tuck under, lifting the spine. We're going as far as you comfortably can in each of the positions, really waking up the spine. And then we'll stay at centre. Now lifting into downward dog, so maybe bring your hands a bit further forward. They'll probably need to be a little bit further forward. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees, sending your hips back and encouraging your heels downward. Let your head drop, send your chest back towards your thighs. Nice deep breaths. And we're going to come from here to hanging cobra. So we're going to inhale in down dog. Exhale, bring your body forward. So sort of going through plank, but then dropping your hips down almost to the ground. And then inhale back to downward dog. Exhale forward to hanging cobra. So your legs and hips don't actually reach the ground. They're just above the ground. We're keeping our arms and legs straight throughout. If you're finding this too strong, I'll show you an option to do in cat. They're very similar but in cat pose. So from cat pose, you could be inhaling, lifting your right leg up and exhale, knee towards forehead. And do this a few rounds and then switch to the left leg. Okay, so if that's a better option for you, then you can do that. And we'll let this be the last one. Then come back to rest in child's pose. You can have your arms alongside you or forwards, wherever you prefer. And then lifting back up into downward dog. If you want to repeat the cat exercise we just did instead, that's absolutely fine. So I'd like you to now lift your right leg as high as you can And we're going to inhale here. Exhale, bring your body forward, so shoulders are coming over your wrists and tucking your knee towards your forehead. Inhale, take the body back, lift the right leg. Exhale, forward, knee towards forehead. And repeat with your breath. Last one, place your right foot down. If you want a little rest in child's pose before we go to the left, of course that's fine. Otherwise, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, body forward, knee towards forehead. And place your left foot back, knees to the ground, and rest in child's pose. Gently lift your upper body, coming up to kneel. And we'll flex the spine here. So inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. So we're tipping the pelvis forward, tipping the pelvis back. And come back to centre. Alright, so I'd like us to practice standing up and sitting down without using our hands. So by that I mean from sitting, coming up to stand without using your hands. I'm going to have to change the angle of the camera, aren't I? Hold on. Okay, that's better. Alright, so standing and sitting without using the hands. So from a standing position, coming all the way down to sit without using the hands, and then forward. Now when I'm slim, I can do this with my feet together and knees together. That doesn't work now. So I need the knees apart to give space for me and then coming up like this. Now for most people the ground is too far away. I have my Saturday morning students do this every week. So they have a pile of blocks that they can sit down onto. So make it as high as you need so you can come down and sit on something and then come up, okay? If you have your feet apart, it's a little bit easier for most people. So you can practice with your feet apart. Come down to wherever you can reach and then back up. So if you need to stop the video to go and find some books or maybe the bottom stair, something that's the right height for you to practice standing and sitting. I'll tell you when I first started doing this exercise, or what spurred me on to do it. I used to work in the community, helping mostly elderly but some disabled get up and dressed and washed and breakfasted and whatever. And I was helping this one lovely lady into her chair. She had a Zimmer frame and she was going from standing to sitting in the chair, and she needed my assistance to help her to sit in the chair. And she said to me, she said, "Oh dearie, you know you're getting old when you need help to sit in a chair." And of course I empathised with her, but inside I was thinking, I never want help to sit on the floor. I will do what needs to be done, hopefully, to avoid that. So That's where that came from. So you've probably done enough of those by now, so come and sit, we'll come to kneel, and we'll come back to working the spine. Nice deep breaths. And relax. Now I want you to sit with your knees together and then your feet coming out. So you're sitting on the ground if you can. Now this may or not be possible, so the bolster or blocks or whatever you've got, cushions, will be useful here. So come and sit on your bolster and bring your feet apart. Can you see my feet? So they're outside, and bring the knees together. So sit forward so you can. Oh, I need to bring the camera back down now, don't I? Okay. So I'm hoping you're going to get a nice stretch through your thighs here. If you've got too many cushions and you haven't reached a stretch, maybe less cushions, find the ones that work for you, okay? And then lean back. So lean back until you do find the stretch, wherever that is for you. So I really want you to find a good stretch through your thighs. We've been working them in the standing and sitting, so now I want you to stretch them out. Nice deep breaths. And gently come back up. Move your bolster away. Good, and come to settle in Shavasana. So come and lay down, let your body sink into the ground. So just letting go, let your whole body sink and release. Let your breath become more and more subtle till there's almost no breath at all. Feel the ground supporting you, so you can surrender completely to this position. You can just let go. Feel the parts of your body in contact with the ground, sinking a little deeper. Your heels, calves, legs and buttocks, all softening and sinking into your mat. Let your back release and sink into your mat. The back of your hands, your arms. Let your shoulders soften and sink. Allow them to release and relax. Feel the back of your head sinking deeper into your mat. Relaxing through your face. And smooth your forehead. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Let your tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth and rest behind your lower teeth. Relaxing your throat, your chest, abdomen, softening your hips, thighs, let your knees feel like they're floating, like lilies on a pond. Relax your shins, ankles, relax your feet and toes. And have a few nice deep breaths. Feel each one nourishing, energizing you. Gently rock your head. Wiggle your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Bring your arms over your head, nice big stretch through the whole body. And hug your knees into your chest, hands around, gently rock. And then roll onto your side and up to sit. Lovely, well done. So keep going with the mantra. Nothing tastes as good as slim feels, and losing weight feels hungry. Okay, well done. Let me know how you're getting on. Love to hear from you, and I look forward to our next session together. Namaste.